All right, guys, I know most of y'all are used to going to these sessions and you can kind of silently sit in the background and do your thing and no one bitches at you, but I'm going to ask that we get some of those cameras on because I love to see faces when I'm coaching. It ignites me to see your facial expressions, right? And, if you do these classes, I just want you to imagine teaching a class with a bunch of boxes with names on it, right? Like, I miss people. I miss seeing y'all in person, you know? So let's get through it. All right, so a couple of things I want to go through with you guys right off the bat is just an explanation on a couple of things. First and foremost, today's class is sort of a continuation of last week's class. It doesn't mean that if you missed last week's class, you're not going to understand today's class. So you will. However, what I would highly suggest is that you go to our YouTube, just find me on YouTube, just search for David Adam Kurz on YouTube. Hey, Mike, can you get my YouTube link in the chat box? I would appreciate it. Okay. And go to the YouTube and check out last week's class or any class that we do. We post these free sessions on YouTube all the time. So feel free to jump in there. Next thing I will say is if you are not part of our online platform, please join our platform. It's thefreedomsop.com, thefreedomsop.com. Mike, let's get that link in there too for everybody. And so with thefreedomsop.com, that's going to give you access to a bunch of different coaching sessions that we have in different style community. I will say that we are about 4 to 6 weeks away from switching to a brand new platform. And so if you're in that platform, you'll have immediate knowledge and access to that. And we'll give you heads up on what's coming up next. Okay. So really stoked about that. And I mean, you guys have no idea what I am building for you. Like, we are building a platform. Right now, I'm up to 460 different coaching topics that we're going to be loading up into that system. So we've got the YouTube in there. The YouTube's in the link right there. Just go in there, subscribe. So even if you missed this, you'll get a notification when we post these classes up. And we'll be connected in that sense. The next thing is we do this every single week at 11 a.m. It is very rare that we don't do it. Even if I am not accessible, one of our other coaches at the Freedom Organization is more than excited to do it. But it is very, very rare that I'm not up here doing my thing. So thank you, everybody, for joining, spending the time with us to do this. Now, the first thing we do every single time we get on one of these sessions, the first thing we do is we get right into the chat box and we write, "It's a Freedom Day." So go ahead to the chat box, write, "It's a Freedom Day." This is an interactive class. I like to see your faces, and I also like to see you guys typing. Why do we type "It's a Freedom Day"? Well, first of all, I own a company called the Freedom Organization, so it's definitely a Freedom Day, right? Second of all, you're in this class to learn something that you can apply to your business that essentially will provide you with the financial resources, the time resources, the family resources, whatever it is to you to create your freedom. So it is a Freedom Day. I want to see that written in there. If you don't type this out, the euphoria won't work, ladies and gentlemen. It just doesn't, right? It doesn't work. Okay. I need you guys to believe that you're here for something special that will eventually adapt into your business and create something amazing for you. Right. And so that's why we're here. That's why we type it out. That's why we say it. It's absolutely a Freedom Day. Okay. Now, at the end, I'm going to talk about a couple of events that we have coming up that I'm super excited about, but we'll talk about that at the end. Right now, what I want to dig into is our very next topic. So last week, we talked about content is king. Today, I want to talk to you about 3 different types of formats of content. So today we're going to talk about copyright, okay? And how you can create copyright that will be attractive, as well as, and we touched on it a little bit last week. We talked about the hook, the bullets, and the sell, right? But we're going to get a little bit deeper with that. I'm going to show you some examples, and we're just going to have fun today, okay? We're going to have fun today, and we're going to really dig into this. So again, super excited to do this with you guys. Now, we're going to do a couple things here. First of all, we're going to talk about this one section. Now, I know you guys can't see this, so this is where I get nerdy with my board, right? So we're going to get... Boom. You guys got to see it now, right? All right, I'm super. So work with the nerd for a minute. So this example right here is kind of what we discussed last week, right? We discussed having the hook, the bullets or the story, and the close, or what we call the CTA, which is the call to action, which is probably a lot of people will say the CTA is the most important part of this because this is what caused people to do something, right? However, the close and the CTA have to be, it's a two-part section, and it's, in my opinion, an extremely important part, but not more important than the hook. And we spent some time talking about the hook last week. We spent some time discussing that. So this is an example of an ad that I ran, okay? Now, this works in a bunch of different ways, and we're going to get into that a little bit later, but this here, it's not just for ads. I'm showing you specifically in an ad because they work extremely well in ads. When you start to see some of these Facebook ads, I want you guys to get into this mental capacity of studying them, right? So again, let's get nerdy, right? I would love for every single one of you, every time you see a Facebook ad of something that could be something that you could potentially sell, right? Like real estate. I want you to click on that. I want you to click on it. I want you to listen to the video. I want you to read the content, the copyright. Okay. I want you to find the hook. I want you to find the bullet, and I want you to find the close to the close or the call to action. Now, they won't all have them, which means it's not a properly written ad. Okay. They won't all have them. It's not a properly written ad. And that is okay, because this is an opportunity for you to learn what it means to really get a great hook, bullet, and story, right? Now, even furthermore, even than just reading the ad and seeing it, I want you to click on the link and see where it goes, okay? Go to the website, save those landing pages, see what's inside there, because what happens is that a lot of times this will lead to what we call a landing page. And that landing page will have what we call the story. It is the part of the cell that convinces you past clicking the button. Because just because you click the button doesn't mean you're ready to sign up, right? When folks come to your real estate website, they might look at property 1, property 2, and then they get a prompt. And that prompt says what? Give me your name and phone number and email address and register on my website, and I will reach out to you. That prompt, if they want to continue, they have to complete. Now, some of them are going to put, Santa Claus, right? Like, it's just going to happen, right? I've gotten all kinds of crazy names. It's a lot of fun to read some of these names. However, some of them will put their proper information. This is building the story and getting the prompt. Because they clicked on your link and went to your website doesn't mean that they're ready to work with you. There's got to be more to it. And the story on a lot of your real estate websites, okay, the story on a lot of your real estate websites is simply property. This is your story on most of your real estate websites. Now, I am going to teach you something today that's going to get deeper into that journey. And I want to show you guys a leveling system that will help you generate more leads. Okay. But before we get there, we're going to talk about the next thing. Let's talk about catching attention. So I posted this the other day. Everyone can agree that we're all looking for chickens right now. Okay. Why? Because the hype and the viral story right now is how expensive eggs are. But I didn't come in here and I didn't say, hey, where can I get cheaper eggs? Or, hey, how can I get, wholesale eggs? Like, I don't even know where to find cheaper eggs right now, right? But what I did do by posting this is capture attention. This is our engagement post. This is what we call the engagement post. Now, why is an engagement post important? Can you guys give me some ideas on inside the chat there? Okay, I'm going to open up the chat. I want to see, why is engagement post important? Can you type it in there? What do you believe you get out of an engagement post? Analytics, great, Sarah. Thank you for that. We're going to talk about that. Absolutely. Attention, relatability, yes. Follow up, yes. Participation, yes. All right. And keep going if you guys have different things, but let's take some of these things. Comments and conversation, yes. Right. Does anyone pay attention? Kat, that's true, but they do. It's just, if you're not getting enough comments, you're not writing the right engagement, right? Tiffany says you're not a computer, right? Just sold, just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold, just listed. That sounds like a freaking robot, right? You get some laughs. Yes. You get some traction. Yes. You get someone to take action. Yes, Maria, thank you for that. Here's where we go with this, right? This comment right here, it's funny. It's just funny. I even got the emoji on there to let everybody know it's funny, just in case they didn't find it funny, right? But this is what we get out of this. We get comments, engagement, then we comment as the person that initiated the engagement. We comment on people's comments. We don't just post this and let people run with it. We go in there and we converse with people. So create conversation, right? But what does this do? Analytics and algorithm. Goes up. Your analytics and your algorithm go up. Facebook will recognize you. Why is that important? Why is it important for Facebook to recognize you? What do you think happens to your, let me dial down on this even better and make it just a simple answer that you guys can post in the group, right? What do you think happens the next time, if you do this well, what do you think happens the next time you post just listed? What do you think happens the next time you post just listed? What do you think happens? More people will see your post. Exactly, right? It shows up in their feed 100%. Why? Because you're not just a machine, you're a human having fun on a social platform. Think about that for a minute. The key word in this is social platform, right? So this is an opportunity for you to create the engagement necessary, right? To raise the algorithm in your system so that the next time you post something you really want people to see, it gets seen. That is the difference between accounts that do not understand copyright and engagement, people that do not understand how to hook, bullet, and close, okay? And you can see it here, the hook, down, right? The hook is what? Download my book right now, right? What happens if you download my book? The bullets and the close as an added bonus for a very limited time. If you download this one, I'll give you my other one for free, right? That's my hook. That's my bullet. That's my close. The hook to get you to pay attention. Download my Take Action book right now, right? The bullets, what happens if you download my book? Use it as a guide to create strategies for growth. Take your real estate business to the next level. Develop habits of success. Somebody might be sitting down reading that and going, holy smokes, I need that. I need that in my life. Not only that, but they're going to come over here to the close for $2.99. right? What? There's a bonus? I also get the blueprint? Do it now. Call to action. So as I'm doing this, by the way, this is an ad. This could be a regular post too, right? It could be a regular post. I'm selling a book here. You guys sell properties, right? So when you do this, can you imagine if your property said, live by the ocean today? Book. Why do I want to live by the ocean today? What are my bullets? Large, expansive, family room with views of the ocean. Oh my God, I want that in my life, right? What else? Large, entertaining kitchen. Don't judge my spelling, I'm writing fast, right? What else? 4-car garage for all the toys. Right? And then what's my clothes? What's my clothes? As an added bonus. 60-foot dock, completely remodeled. Oh my God, are you serious? Click to set an appointment today. What do you think this ad begins with? You see how this right here is a video of me talking? This right here, this is a video of the house. And if you're super great with it, you get your media guy to not only do a video of the house, but to help you create a 2-minute ad where you, that's me because I wear a hat, you are in the video. Think about that for a moment. You are in the video. So many of us are quick to post that droney video, right? Over the house, the drone's flying over the house. You can see the ocean, you can see all that stuff. But what if you begin with this and the video look like this? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Villa Ocean, where from your expansive and large backyard, you can see the ocean and keep an eye on your yacht. Take a look at this beautiful home and then let the video run for a couple minutes, right? I don't know if any of you are hip hop fans, but there's this guy in hip hop. His name is P. Diddy or Puff Daddy. Anybody type yes or no if you know who Puff Daddy is in the comments. Yes or no? You guys know who Puff Daddy is? Yes, 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 yes. Everybody knows who Puff Daddy is, right? P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. He's got like 17 names, right? Guys, Puff Daddy changed the hip hop music industry in videos by doing one thing. He was in every daggone video for anyone he ever produced at his record label. So, where other people stayed in the background, Puff Daddy said, no, you will know me and know my record label because I, by contract, will be in every single video that any one of my people create. It was so genius that he still makes money from people that are no longer in the industry, right? Think about Notorious B.I.G. passed away when he was 24 years old, almost 25 years ago. He still makes money off of that. And guess what? He's still in the videos because they didn't edit him out, right? And he still did it. And so I want you, for a lack of better words, to be the Puff Daddy of your real estate industry. Be in your videos and create these ads and get people interested. All right. So we talked about engagement and how important it is to create this engagement. This can happen once in a while, okay? Because you don't always want to be selling somebody something. And then let's go into this. So now, this is what we call the story. Now, the story has a couple segments, and we're going to talk about why the story is extra important. All the stories have a hook. You have to get somebody hooked. Think about a book. A book is nothing more than a great story, right? And so when you pick up a book, if you're not engaged in the first 5 pages, do you stay reading that book? Yes or no? Type it out in the comments. If you're not engaged in the first 5 pages, do you stay reading the book? Does it interest you? Most people said no. I had one, I do. Somebody said a maybe. Only if I have to, Daniel said, right? But if those first 5 pages don't get you, right, then you're not going to engage with the book. So even in the long form story that you see, it's still important to create a book and get somebody in. Not only that, think about the way Facebook operates. When you post something this long, the only thing they're going to see is that first few sentences. They actually have to click continue or keep reading or whatever link is there for the rest of it to open up, right? So you got to capture them right around here. That's where you're going to capture them, right around here. Okay? The next part is the history or the why. The next part is the story. The next part is the why or relation. Okay? And the next part is the close. Now, let's talk about storytelling for a minute. This is heavily becoming one of the most popular ways to engage with people. As people are engaging more and more on social media and consuming content, okay, the story is becoming extra popular because people want to know. You know, we always talk about this when we're creating content, we're creating copyright, when we're putting things out there. The reason it gets engagement is because people, at the end of the day, people are nosy and they want to know, right? They are nosy and they want to know. So what do? We tell them, actually, it's all of this. Let me get, hold on. I'm still learning how to use this. Bear with me. All right. Let's get all of this. The history, the story, the why, the close. Now, there's not a lot to this. Honestly, you can open up a Google Doc and you can just write your story and then reread it and organize it, because I promise you, in every story you tell, you're more than likely going to have all this already. Okay? You're more than likely going to have it all already. So when we talk about this, let's look at this real quick. The hook here is, why free? I get asked all the time, especially from my wife. So I'm throwing in there some humor, right? I get asked all the time, especially from my wife, why are you offering so much for free? Free webinars, free courses, free classes, free conversations, free online platforms, etc. Right? That, when somebody reads that, why is this? Why is this? Why is this? What free? Right? They go, they go, oh, really? Okay, great. I want to read more of this. Then the history. I tell them the selfish reasons of why I do it. And then I tell them how my life changed. I get into the history of it. Then I go into the story of what exactly happened. Then I go into the relation and who was there and why I'm doing this. And then I go into the close and I talk about the 2 conferences and 2 master classes and the free stuff that I'm going to be doing this year. Because why? If you attend all my stuff for free, I'm assuming that a small percentage of you will come to the paid stuff. It's just going to happen, right? So if you get up here to do a story, and by the way, your story doesn't have to be real estate related, but we're going to talk about that. Let's look at personal. I want you guys to try something today. Okay? I want you to try something today. I want you to try your real estate story. And please, please, please tag me. Tag me. Because I would love to see this and I would love to comment on this and build engagement with you. Okay. But I would like you to get personal. Okay. And I would like you to tell your real estate story. And I want you to start with a hook. Some of you may simply have gotten into the real estate world because you just wanted to make more money. You like the money option, right? Imagine a hook that says, I got into real estate to make bank. That's a hook. Why? Because you're being honest. You're being honest. That's your hook. Then what happens next? Your history. In 2007, I got my real estate license, blah, 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 right? Tell a story. The story. Then I had this one client that I took out to show several properties to. And I was on the rush, I was on the go, and they were first-time home buyers. And with these first-time home buyers, what I realized is that this was this newly married young couple that needed my attention, needed my support, needed my expertise, my consulting. And so I dialed back and I stopped thinking about making bank for a second, and I started thinking about their situation. And when I focused and understood their situation, I was able to hone in on the types of properties that they really needed and could afford while considering having a new baby. And when we got to the closing table and they both bursted out in tears and they both started to cry, and their tears were hitting the documents on the table as they were signing their names on a mortgage of a home that they never imagined they'd be doing. This was a newly married couple who found the home of their dreams, who now have set in their head, this is where I will raise my children. They weren't even pregnant yet, but they already had this family development plan. And when I saw this, for the first time, the hairs on my arms stood up, and it changed the dynamic on how I look at my industry forever. Is that a good story? Yes or no? Type it in the chat box. Is that a good story? Yes or no? Would somebody be interested in that? Yes. If I'm coming honest with that, do you think that other people might want to work with me if I told that story? By the way, the reason that story makes you feel so good is because it's real. First of all, that's my story. Second of all, it happens every single day. Every single day. The next time I got goosebumps and hair rise on my arm was the first time I helped a veteran get a VA loan. Realizing that I had never been taught what a VA loan was, and coming into the real estate industry was always told that it was a bad option. And I'm a veteran. I bought my first 3 houses with FHAs because people told me it was a bad option. How crazy is that? And I listened to them until I really dug in and understood it for myself, right? Now, Alicia, you just asked something really amazing, so we're going to get into that right now. Everything we just talked about, okay? Everything we just talked about. The sell, or we call it the sell/connect, right? The engagement, and the story work in written post format. They work in email and campaigns, and they work in video format. Everything I just gave you works in all different formats. Think about the shortness of an engagement post. Would you call that a reel? Think about the length of a story post. Would that be a YouTube video that you could post on social media? Think about that for a minute, right? How exciting is that? How does that change the room? How does it change what you are building and what you are developing? The trick here is to get rid of immediately. Fear is a lie. Fear is a lie. It is something that has developed in you from childhood because someone else put it there. Remember that. You did not become fearful on your own. Okay? So get rid of fear and just do these things. If you're afraid of video, start with the written content, check the engagement. If you love video, start with the video and then write the content. Don't post the video without some content written out, right? Also, when you create these videos, make sure that they have captions on them. You have to have captions because most people are checking their social media in silence. And if you don't have captions, this is what it looks like. Does that look interesting to you? No, that's what it looks like, right? So captions will help engagement. But here's the thing. If you don't follow the format, if your video does not begin with a hook, for instance, I'm going to be posting a reel coming up here shortly. The reel begins with EXP find 10 mil, or I'm sorry, not find. EXP settles TCPA lawsuit for $10 million. Keller Williams settles TCPA lawsuit for $40 million. Don't get stuck in a lawsuit. That's my hook. And then I'm going to just go into a quick, that right there took 5 seconds. I'm going to go into a quick 50 seconds on how to stay out of TCPA radar. And that's it. You got to hook them. You got to hook them. I'm going to do another engagement reel on Jeff Bezos. And what's it going to say? The hook. This man changed the retail industry forever. As a matter of fact, I don't even go to stores anymore. And guys, if you know me, I do not like stores. Not the supermarket, not the mall, not Macy's, not Bloomingdale's, not Birkin. I don't care. None of it. I will Amazon and Instacart and Uber Eats the hell out of anything. Those are industry changers, right? So folks like me, they're going to read that. They go, me either, Dave. and they're going to listen to the rest of that video. Or some folks are going to go, what do you mean you don't go to the store anymore? What do you do? Maybe they don't even know what an Instacart is, right? And so you have to engage with people using the same exact formats. Those formats are going to help lead you into what is required for engagement. Right now, I'm going to show you guys one more trick, because I don't know if many of you saw the video that I just did the other day, but I'm going to show you one more little trick. Okay, stand by. Give me 1 second. Let me get it up here real quick. And hopefully it's working today. All right. Guys, I'm going to blow some minds right now. If you have not tried this yet, you need to. Okay. This right here is ChatGPT. I know many of you have already gone in here and checked this out. Some of you have not. For those of you that watched this entire class today and went, Dave, I don't know what to write. I have no idea what you expect from me because I don't know what to write. Cool. Let's fix that real quick, because somebody came in here, okay, and changed the entire world by saying, remember I just said the Jeff Bezos thing. How did Jeff Bezos change retail forever? And it's going to tell me exactly what I need to say and what I need to type. It gets even better. You guys ready for some more? I'm going to tell it to stop generating. You guys ready for some more? Right? Type yes in the chat boxes. We're going to have some fun today. Lori Kane, where are you from, Lori? Where do you sell? Where do you sell real estate? Type it in the chat box so I can see it. Where do you sell real estate? Or somebody else. Give me something. I got Jackie. Jackie, where do you sell real estate? Alicia says Homestead, Plant City. All right, we're going to have fun with this. Okay. All right, we're going to try a few of these. Okay, I got some city names here. All right, let's have some fun. Right? All right, let's try Homestead, Florida. How is the real estate market in Homestead, Florida? Oh, not able to provide. Wait a minute. The real estate market in Homestead, Florida. However, I can tell you the real estate market, like any other market, is constantly fluctuating and can be affected. Let's try a different city. Tampa, Florida. Real estate market in Tampa, Florida. If it comes up, oh no, it doesn't. All right, so let's try something else. Okay. What is the real estate market like in Texas? Now let's see what it comes up with. I gave it a whole state. The real estate market in Texas has been strong in recent years, with steady population growth and strong economy driving demand for housing. According to data from Zillow, the median home sales value in Texas was $232,000. It has been steadily increasing over the past few years. The state's major cities, such as Houston, Dallas, and Austin, have seen particularly strong growth in the real estate market. However,
I don't know. Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Miss Karen?
Wow. Oh, you gotta mute somebody there. Okay. All right, let's see. We have some other ones. Tallahassee, right? So let's say best things to do in Tallahassee, Florida, right? Because we're not always going to talk real estate. Ooh, Tallahassee, Florida offers a variety of activities and attractions for visitors to enjoy. Here are a few of the best things to do in the city. Visit the Florida State Capitol. Take a hike in Appalachia National Forest. Explore the Tallahassee Museum. I live in Florida, and I've never been to any of this, by the way. right? So you think if somebody put out consistent information like this, it might be exciting, right? Like, think about that for a moment, okay? Rob says he's in New Jersey, right? So it's a fun things to do in northern New Jersey. Let's type that out. Stop generating, go. There are many fun things to do in northern New Jersey, and here are a few of the most popular. Visit the Liberty State Park. Sorry. Take a tour of Morris Museum. What else we got? Take a hike in Rompomino Valley County Reservation. Guys, this is the cheat code to creating content. I need a description for a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in, let's pick a name, Smyrna Beach, Florida, selling for we're going to put a higher price, $700,000, and is close to the beach. Guys, you don't even have to write MLS descriptions anymore. This stunning 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in Smyrna Beach, Florida is a perfect place to call home. The home boasts a spacious floor plan with plenty of room for the whole family. The open concept living area is perfect for entertaining guests or just relaxing with loved ones. The gourmet kitchen is a chef's dream with high-end appliances and ample counter space. The bedrooms are generously sized and offer plenty of storage. The master suite is a true retreat with a spa-like bathroom and private balcony. The outdoor living, will you have to adjust some of this? Of course, right? It doesn't know what house you're talking about. I gave it some basic details. But guys, you don't even have to write your descriptions anymore. You just come in here and figure them out, right? You just come in here and figure them out. Somebody wrote earlier, this is helping me write my book. Think about that for a minute, okay? I need, or let's tell it to create a first-time home buyer pamphlet. Guys, let me blow your mind right now. It's thinking. Congratulations on taking the first step towards becoming a homeowner. Buying your first home can be both exciting and overwhelming, but with the right information and support, it can also be a rewarding experience. Step 1, get pre-approved for a mortgage. And then it goes into explaining that, right? Here it goes. It keeps going. Check it out. Step 2, what do you think it is? Hire a real estate agent. I knew it, right? Like, get pre-approved and hire a real estate agent. Guys, this is a pamphlet that you can, honest to God, copy and paste this into a Canva PDF style thing, design it, put your picture on it, have fun with it. This is it right here. This is it. This is the cheat code to all the content we just finished talking about. All this fun stuff back here, right? This is it right here. Step 3, start your search. Step 4, make an offer. How can we sign up for this program? Just Google ChatGPT. It's owned by a company called OpenAI, right? Mike, can you put openai.com in the chat group, please? Thank you. Thank you. Somebody just put it in there. Right? Step 5 or step 4, make an offer. Step 5, close a sale. Step 6, move in. Remember that home buying is a process that can take time. So be patient and don't run into anything. With the right information and support, you can find a home that's right for you and enjoy the benefits of home ownership for years to come. Guys, this is it, right? This is it right here. You know, create a luxury marketing Facebook ad. Introducing property name, the epitome of luxury living with number of bedrooms and number of bathrooms. This stunning home is designed for those who appreciate the finer things in life. Experience the height of luxury with features such as a gourmet kitchen and high-end appliances, luxury master suite with spa-like bathrooms, hardwood floors, high ceilings, and large windows with abundance of natural light, entertaining in style with the spacious living room and dining room, perfect for hosting guests. Oh, guys, this is it. This is the content. This is it right now. And yes, by the way, this is free. Free.com. Right? You need to be in here stealing as much information as you can. Okay? Stealing as listen, I sat down one day and I created 20 pages of Google Docs on information of content that I can create and put out. Literally just thought about different things. And then as it gave me information, it led me to think about other things. Right? Top real estate markets in the United States. You want to do a post on what's happening right now in the entire United States, right? The real estate market can greatly depend on location, and different areas have different factors. But here are some of the ones in the United States. San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, Washington, strong job market. And it talks about why, by the way. Right? Denver, Colorado. Denver's population is growing rapidly, and the city's stunning job market and outdoor recreational opportunities have made it a popular destination for homebuyers. Austin, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, New York City, New York, right? This is just feeding you. Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville's vibrant music scene, growing population, and low cost of living make it a popular destination for homebuyers. Portland, Oregon, right? This is what you need to help your brain get the juices flowing, right? And just get out there and create this content and have fun with it. Think about the great videos that you can create just from the stuff that we just announced right now, right? Create a introduction to my real estate business. Welcome to Jackie's Real Estate Business, a top real estate agency that specializes in helping clients buy, sell, and rent properties in wherever you live, Jackie. We are a team of experienced and dedicated real estate professionals who are committed to providing our clients with the best possible services. We understand that buying and selling a home can be a stressful and overwhelming process, which is why we work closely with our clients to understand their unique goals, or unique needs and goals. Guys, this is like, you don't have to think anymore. You can build websites, you can build landing pages, right? You could build content on social media. You can create posts. It gives you the ideas for videos. Like this is, it just keeps, I can keep going and going and going. Somebody's using it to write a book, right? Somebody's using it to write a book. Like this is incredible opportunities for you. So again, this is, I wanted to share this with you because oftentimes, you know, before there was no way that this existed. So I used to teach this class and really dig in and cross my fingers that somebody would create some amazing content, right? That somebody would do something so great and create amazing content. And so, you know, and then I always say this, I'm gonna call you guys out. I always say this, tag me. And you know what? After the class, I give everybody the assignment. The assignment is create a personal post, tell your real estate story, and tag me. And I will tell you that I will teach a class to 100 people and I will receive one tag. So prove me wrong. Today, go on social media and tell your real estate story. See what type of engagement you get. Tag me. I want to know how you got into this business, right? I'm going to challenge you guys. Mike, how many people do we have in here right now, Mike? How many folks are in this class right now?
71, did it 10?
71 people are in this session right now, okay? Give me 20%, guys. 20% of you can do it. Not even asking for every one of you, although I do wish every one of you would do it, right? But 20%. Go tell your real estate story. Remember the hook. Remember the history, the current story, and the close. So the hook, attract them to the one thing you thought about when you got your real estate license, right? Tell the story behind it. Tell what's happening now in your real estate market and how that's changed, or your real estate business and how that's changed for you. Make it personal, and then close them. Let them know you would like to work with them. Let them know. Finish that whole thing with, my business thrives on the people I know and the personal referrals I receive. If you are looking to purchase or sell a home, or know someone who is looking to purchase or sell a home, send me a private message, or in the link or in the comments, tag somebody who needs to read this. Tag somebody you need to connect me to. Let's see if you get business. Can you imagine if we come back here next week, 30-40% of you do this and 10% of you get business out of it? And we have this whole conversation and somebody says, yo, I'm under contract because of that silly post. If you go into contract for a post like that, could you imagine? Would you ever stop? You'd be telling your daggone story all the time. Find some vulnerability, be humble, and have fun. Claudia says, can you repeat the close? It's very simple. Ask for the business. However you feel you need to ask for the business, but ask for the business. My business, my real estate business currently thrives from the people that I know and the referrals that I receive. If you are looking to purchase or sell a home, reach out to me. And if you know someone who is looking to purchase or sell a home, tie us together in a message. I would love the opportunity to connect with them. Thank you in advance for supporting my business. Now, I oftentimes, when I go the thank you in advance for supporting my business, oftentimes I'll follow that with, if you have a business that you would like me to promote for you or support, let me know. I'd be happy to do an interview with you. Think about that for a second, right? Promoting local business. Like I just did a podcast yesterday. It was live on Facebook. It'll be live next week on podcast with a media guy, a media company. Okay. Great opportunities for you to succeed. All right. We're going to close out to 11:54. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's session. And I will say one last thing. March 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. March 22nd through the 24th. We're going to send an email out to everybody with the information. I'll just type the link in here. The Freedom Masterclass. This is our next in-person event. The Freedom Masterclass will happen right here in South Florida. It's going to be in the Doral area. There's a ton of hotels close by if you're coming from out of town. It's very easy to access. It's 10 minutes from the airport. The Freedom Masterclass is going to be a 3-day event where we take you from creating headshots, creating videos, taking those headshots and videos, creating branding, creating social media, creating presence, creating copyright, creating content, and then tying all of that into your systems. And then we're going to teach you guys how to create simple Facebook ads and Instagram ads so that you have leads flowing into your business before you leave for the day. All right. It's a 3-day event. It's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We do it specifically like that for those folks that are from out of town that decide Saturday and Sunday are just going to be Miami days. Right. So we'll be hardcore Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is not a course that you're going to come in and then we're going to go out drinking that night. This is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It begins at 9 a.m. and it ends when it ends. So we can be there at 7 p.m. It doesn't matter. There's a cost to the ticket. It's a $750 price point, but you're going to walk away with a lot of hands-on experience. We're going to teach you the things you need to know so that you can start generating your own leads. And the idea is to stop paying people to bring leads to the table. You can create additional lead flow for yourself through social media platforms, just using some very simple methods that we're going to teach to you and help you build in a white glove format. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. 11:56. We finished on time. I'm proud of us. All right, guys. See you next week, 11 a.m.